I've got a bear story for you from the Great Bear Rainforest, the central coast of BC, where I worked for over 10 years now as a bear guide. And I think taking people out day after day to see bears has really been a re-education, because it's really a process of learning what these bears really are like, as opposed to what we think they're like or the stories that we like to tell about them. And I think most of my bear stories that I like the best are about families of bears. And when I first became a grizzly bear babysitter, because mums will come to the salmon streams to fish, and they've got a big responsibility because they have to get not only themselves ready for hibernation, but they have to get their cubs ready for hibernation. So they have to catch all kinds of fish. Meanwhile, the cubs are wreaking all kinds of havoc. They're running around, not listening, exploring, trying to fish themselves. And the mother just has to put food on the table and food on the table. And sometimes it's too much. And the mothers have different styles. You know, sometimes the mums will let their cubs go here, there, and everywhere. Other times the mums are very strict and they keep their cubs right by them. But I do remember this one mother in particular. She came to know us enough that she would come close, and she was trusting of us. And we would stand up in this little platform and watch her fish and watch her cubs. And she realized one day that she could probably be a lot more efficient if she just left her cubs with us. And so she would bring the cubs, the two cubs, to the base of the stand where we were all standing quietly watching, and just sit them there. And you could hear in that bear language, to kind of like, just sit down and stay where you are. And then she would go off and fish. And she never went too far. We could always see her, but she would fish, and we would just sit there quietly and watch her and look after her cubs.